to the Deep Cut Fandom podcast. As always, I am your host, Victor, also known as Cassette Man Studios, and like always, I'm here with my co-host,
Guest
Robert.
co-host.
Not guest co-host, just co-host.
Gotcha. Robert, a.k.a. Shumworld. So, man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, dude.
I know, and it's crazy because we're recording about 2 days later than normal, and
Yeah.
there's quite a bit of extra news that has shown up.
Yeah, so we'll do our best to cover it all. But so let's talk about what I believe is the big one for Masters of the Universe, which is the video game.
Yeah,
Just give me a second.
that's kind of big.
Yeah, kind of big.
I don't know. I mean, it depends on how you look at it, you know.
Of course. But yeah, like I'm personally excited because we haven't had a MotU game in a long while. And give me a second. Let's see. You'd think I'd know how this thing works, but just give me a second. Oh, right now I remember. Let's check out this. I took some screen capture of the upcoming trailer for the new MotU video game. So we first start off where they just remind us of where the roots came from, which is the actual toys from the 80s. And that they got the vintage lineup and everything. And then they kind of just flat out say it. Hey, dude, with the title, with the video game, it's called Dragon Pearl of Destruction. Yeah. I love the fact that they use like an old TV for this.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. So then after that, they just kind of played off. And this is one of the details I thought was a nice touch, is that they kind of give us a preview that this game will I'm wondering, since they're showing this intro, that maybe they'll feature the Eternia Castle.
No, it sure looks like it in the background there.
Oh, by the way, man, that your mic is like super sensitive because I can actually hear all the rumbling of what's on your desk.
Can you hear that?
Yep, I totally could hear that. It's like crumpled ice and everything.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway.
So yeah, so like now we got the feature of He-Man, and it seems like it's like 30. Is this? I forgot the number. Is it 32-bit for the graphics? 16-bit? Yep.
Could be 32. I don't know.
Right, but yeah, like they're kind of using that old 8-bit, that 32-bit. 16-bit
it's basically
art style.
Pixel art.
Pixel art. And so we got He-Man fighting off, and then I thought this was kind of a nice little touch. It's a deep cut of a Filmation villain.
Yeah. Shakti, right? Shakti?
Shakoti.
Shakoti, yeah.
Yeah, Shakoti, yeah, which is like a picture right here. And not only Shakoti, exactly. And not only that, but it was also the Darklings as well.
Oh.
So I
Someone
feel
was prepared for today's episode.
Exactly. So why did I told you this is like 50? Well, this is the reason why I told you it was 50 slides for this, man.
Yeah.
This is the reason why, because I wanted to actually point out all the little details and stuff that's in this one trailer alone, and extra footage, might I add. So
yeah.
So now we got like another clip where we got Teela facing Beastman and
a shadow, and they're not about to kiss.
They look like they are.
Meanwhile, that Shadow Beaster is just kind of,
Yep, exactly. And, and this is the other thing I want to bring up, is that she has the ability to throw. Just wanted to show the throw animation and stuff.
Yeah, so it looks like she's using her staff as part of the throw too.
Yep. So this is kind of cool. And then, so like, may not be the best shot, but
oh my god, Teela.
Exactly, but I just wanted to point out that that creature is actually a reference from the Filmation cartoon as well.
Yeah, it's a Shadow Beast.
Yep. So we got the Shadow Beast, and what we got here, we got Evil Lyn, and if you notice that, it seems like He-Man's kind of doing like the famous hold aloft my magic sword pose.
Yeah. Did you notice who he's using that ability against?
Yep. I think I got. Let me see.
Scouts and Warriors.
Yep. Oh yeah, I got pictures of them too, and but I also like the fact that they're featuring the UI system. So yep, we got
UI
those.
system.
No, what was it? User interface.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. So we got that and like clips of other things. And so aside from the Skeleton Warriors, if you notice that we got some other foot soldiers like the goblins, and there's I forgot to mention there's also man at arms.
Yeah, that looks like that's Snake Mountain too, because that bridge looks
Mm-hmm.
like the bridge from the Snake Mountain toy, and the
Right.
spikes from the Filmation show.
Yep. And the red sky.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah,
Yep. So like so that's another character in reference to the Filmation cartoon, which is the goblins.
makes me wonder if we'll get them as figures.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. And of course the Skeleton Warriors. So
Mhm.
like there's a so now now about the Skeleton Warriors, the thing I find interesting is that this video game, it seems like it's not just a reference to. Don't worry, we'll be talking about Transformers later.
Yeah. It's-
But anyways, but yeah, like I think this is a nice touch about the Skeleton Warriors because like the way the game is being presented, it seems like it's just focusing on Filmation, but the
yeah.
Skeleton Warriors is a brand new idea. So,
Mm,
well, original as far as
you know what?
design is concerned.
Regardless, they're based on the toys, even if they weren't, if they were from somewhere else. I don't remember if they were or you weren't, but yeah, like they're clearly mixing a lot of Filmation with the toy stuff. You're
Yeah,
absolutely
well,
correct.
so yeah, but like you said, that maybe there's a chance we might get figures of those
I
other
mean,
characters like the
yeah.
goblins, Shakoti. Oh man, that'd be
I mean,
great if we get.
yeah. I mean, it's not the first time she's been done as a figure, but it'll
Mhm.
definitely be the first time in 5.5 format.
Exactly. And then we got a shot of
Granomir?
Granomir and Orko doing a fire attack. And one thing I like about this picture is that if you notice, doesn't that this whole setup of a giant dragon swooping by shooting flames with the character doing her hand like this pose, doesn't that remind
Golden
you of something?
Axe.
Exactly. So like, first it was Granomir, and look, there's a reference to Golden Axe.
Yep.
So like, which is basically I forget, Talus Flare.
Yeah.
She's right there doing her magic attack, where she has to use like what 6 feet, nine potions,
Jesus
nine
Christ.
potions,
9 potions.
9 potions to summon the dragon, just like the
Just
Granomir.
like Tila. That's
Exactly.
cool.
I know that's such a nice reference. Like it has nothing to do with MotU, but it totally has to do with this, that barbarian like
Well, yeah.
theme.
I mean, this game is okay. So from what I've seen so far,
Mm-hmm.
like I like that this game is basically like a side-scrolling fighting game. A la like Final Fight or Golden Axe.
Right.
But much like a lot of games that have come out recently, like Shredder's Revenge for Turtles and the
Yeah.
upcoming Marvel Cosmic Invasion, like it takes elements from previous things. Like
Right.
in this case, it takes a lot. Like all the heroes are always done in Filmation style, but it
Right.
also takes things from the toys and kind of like
Mm-hmm.
merges it into one.
Yes.
And then like with Cosmic Invasion, I don't remember if we mentioned it or not, but it takes a lot from Marvel, like the whole Marvel Capcom game series. Like if you look at
Yeah.
all the way the character stances are and everything, a lot
Right.
of that is taken from those fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
And then Turtles, well, Shredder's Revenge, is just
Right.
that's all the Konami games. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is awesome. Like I'm loving this so far.
Right. Like when it comes to these type of games, I usually refer to them as run 'em up, beat 'em ups. So
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know what the correct term, but that's the one I kind of like made up for myself.
yeah. I think
That I
beat 'em
stuck
ups
with.
is the term, but yeah,
Right.
either way, this all looks good. Like
Yeah. I don't think I have a picture of the Serpentoid, which is the creature that Tila is fighting right
right,
now. But the thing I like going back to the concept of using deep cuts, I love the fact that they're actually having Tila using her laser attack, which is like she has like a trick, like a wrist
like a blaster.
pistol.
Yeah,
Yeah, like a wrist blaster.
yeah,
but it's like so concealed that like you have to like she has to like do like a little like trick to like activate it and
Yeah, I
stuff.
know.
So
And if you think about it, it looks like it's coming almost like if you didn't know better, you would think, oh, it's coming out of her arm because
right,
how could something so flat against her arm have such a powerful little laser?
yeah, but there you go.
There you
Like
go.
this, because like I that was one of the things I liked about Tila in the Filmation cartoon, where they kind of made her kind of like a like almost the equivalent of being James Bond to a degree, where she has all
Yeah.
these little gadgets like scattered all over her body that you won't even notice until she uses it and stuff.
Well, I guess that means when you capture her, you'd have to make sure she has nothing hidden beneath.
Exactly.
Also, on that side note, her father is Q.
Mm.
Think about it. If she's James Bond with all the hidden devices, who makes all those hidden devices?
Exactly. And we even got Man at Arms doing the thing as well with his wrist blasters.
Right, right. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Is
there is
that
a
the
picture of
Serpent
Serpent
Toy?
Toys.
Is that
Yep.
you said that's what they were called, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that episode because I couldn't watch every episode, and nowadays I just, I mean, I love the series, but I just can't watch it animation wise. Like it's
I get it. Well, chances are you might have watched every episode, but it's just you
no,
may
I
not
know I
remember.
didn't because it used to come on at 3 o'clock, and that's when I got out of school.
Right.
And
Right.
regardless of the fact that I lived only like 2 blocks away from my grade school, like my dad would usually be like, "Do your homework first."
Yeah. Of
So
course.
I couldn't always watch it.
But yeah, man. So, but in any case, like that's why I was able to look for all these references. So at
Yeah.
least, so even if you don't remember, I could just show you a picture of it. So, and I think that's one of the last shots and of the trailer itself.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that kind of made me go like a freak out a little bit. Was the fact that the company is named Limited Run, and I was like saying Limited Run. That means that we may not, they're not going to make that many copies for us. But I forgot
No.
it's a digital game as well.
It's okay, but do you know if they're doing physical copies?
Not that I know of.
They'll probably do one later on, and it'll be limited. No pun intended.
Right.
'Cause
But
they do. They do. I know they do. They
do
limited of runs of physical copies. Hold on.
There you go, dude. But in any case, like I was able to get some extra footage from the website itself.
Oh, okay.
So like we got some other features that in this game, like for example, we got Trapjaw, and the thing I find interesting is that he's not based on his Filmation iteration.
Yeah, it almost looks like 2000X.
I would say he looks more like classics from my perspective. Because 2000X,
Yeah.
2000X, his arm is a lot more exaggerated, I would say, and bulkier and everything. So, but
I was confusing the piece that goes over his like chest with the shoulder. But yeah, I see it now.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're probably right.
Yep.
It's
so
more
like
classics or Masterverse.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely not Filmation, because Filmation would have his legs would have been like pink or whatever.
Yeah. Everything that's gray or dark gray, it's usually like that pink color and stuff. So
yeah.
But yes, like that's what I mean. Like I'm grateful that they've chosen not to make it 100% Filmation.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, because I didn't like that about Trapjaw with Filmation.
But here's the other thing I found interesting is that if you notice, the Gradamir is showing up, but it's not Tila activating it.
Yeah,
it's He-Man. So I'm wondering, how does the spell work for Gradamir to be summoned?
Maybe they collect potions like in Golden Axe. I mean, I know it's kind of a lame idea, but
of course. But I'm wondering if there's some sense of customizing on how you on the stuff you can equip for your character.
Yeah.
So that's just a theory I'm coming up with.
Yeah.
So, and if you notice, there's another foot soldier there.
The hover robots, yeah.
Yep. So let's see. Do I have a slide of the hover robots? And for some reason, it's not showing.
I've seen them. They're like been in everything, even down to She-Ra.
Yes. So give me a second. For some reason, my slides aren't working 100%. because there were more slides to show up. So give me 1 second.
Hmm.
So like yeah, because like there's other details that I picked up from this game, like ones you just commented on. And let's see
Yeah,
if I
I know. I did that for a reason.
right. So give me a second. Let me
There you
just see
go.
if I there. So yeah, so like we got the hover robots and stuff, right?
Right.
And the thing is, if you notice, like I believe like last year that Mattel released a red version
Yeah.
as a Walmart exclusive. So I'm wondering, you think they might be timing this to a point where when the game is released, that they'll release the gray color version of that hover robot?
Yeah, I hope so. Or at least like a 2 pack. Side note,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of interesting that Walmart did this as an exclusive
Mm-hmm.
because they usually try and get exclusives that are blue instead of red because Target likes to do red exclusives.
Right. Right. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like they
So
did
yeah.
T Rex.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's
I
just
know what I know what you're
yeah.
talking about. So yeah, it's a very interesting a side note, a deep cut, if you will.
Yes, exactly.
so anyway, so we got another reference here in which is another type of foot soldier aside from the skeleton warrior
With
and
the
the
guy on the left.
goblins. Yeah, the guy on the left with the green pistol.
Yeah.
I forgot the names of them, but
Okay.
for oh, here we go again. Give me a second. I thought I avoided all this stuff, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like because I actually got a shot of them. I forgot the name of what they're called. The but here's a picture of what they look like in the Filmation cartoon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember these guys. I forgot what they're
Yep.
called too.
But the thing I find interesting is that they're able to get it as they get as much as close to detail as possible because like they even got the ray guns and everything. So
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
mhm. So and then so the thing was I forgot which convention it was, but there was actually a sample. There was a
Demo. Yeah.
demo for people to play. So I was able to get a video of someone playing it. And the thing I found interesting, so this is like first the character select screen.
Okay, cool.
So
Oh yeah,
and we
it's
got
very golden axy. I
yep.
can see the little arrows on the side.
Yes. And we got He-Man and Tila. So and oh, and this is something I wanted to bring up. It is very Filmation, like details.
Yeah.
Like if you see the sword right there,
Yeah,
you
that's
remember in the show?
filmation.
You remember the show where they actually like where they do like
The screen
cuts?
change?
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
screen cage is like so like they'll show like the flying sword, like a sword flying in the middle of the screen and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what it's basically doing right there.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Uh-huh. So then we got so this is the intro of the game.
Oh yeah,
Where
I've seen this. This is pretty cool.
I know it's beautiful, dude. Like how very like it's even though it's not 100% filmation, but man, they're capturing so much of filmation in this game.
Dude,
So
this is very filmation.
yep,
Uh yeah.
and we got Orko, and
Orko
this is my
peeking in
favorite
the-
part.
See, that right there, that's a
Yep.
super deep cut from the show.
Oh, the
The
sword.
sword hidden behind the bookshelf.
Yep. That's that's the thing. I never seen that happen in my experience watching the show. So
So, I've never seen that on the show, but I do
mhm.
watch the Serial Geek YouTube channel,
Yes.
and James Etok, who runs it, he mentioned that before,
Mm.
in like a trivia sort of thing.
Right.
And that's why I know that's straight up from Filmation.
Nice. So, but this is my favorite part, which is just I'm so excited to see this myself when I own the game
Uh,
that they actually have them recreate the
yeah,
transformation sequence,
yeah,
and so like they have like Adam's holding the sword and everything and doing the effect and all that stuff. Like even that
yeah,
weird strobe effect he does
yeah.
when
That's
he
so cool.
transforms. But the thing I like about it is that they're actually they set it up in a way where you can actually see Cringer in the middle of the scene as well. So,
Yeah,
what happens next?
it's so cool.
Yeah, he turns him into Battle Cat. Like I just think it was so cool that they were actually able to set this up where they shared the screen and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's the mystery fourth character
Oh
of
yeah,
the
that's
game.
right. Shira.
Yep. Yeah,
Princess
because
of
like
Power.
exactly, like
Wait,
because
is
like
that
they
new?
mentioned four characters, and I'm like, who's the fourth? And then and they automatically revealed it. It's
Cool.
She-Ra, man.
Shira. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So and then we showing some gameplay. The guys seem to have chosen Tila for the game, the demo.
Yeah.
So we got all these all these shots and everything, man. So I think that's about it. I'm
Yeah.
surprised
I
we were
say
able to cover
50.
all of it.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's pretty cool. I mean, it's a very cool game. I personally would like to get a physical copy of it, but you know, that's not always in the cards.
Right. Right.
But while we're still on Motu,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've heard,
Yeah.
but uh, so obviously the Snake Lair has, by this point, it's Tuesday, August 26th, 2025,
Yep.
and Snake Lair has funded,
Mm.
but Snake Lair has also been extended to end on September 2nd, 2025.
Right. So that's like
It's
a
another
week.
6 days.
You think they'll make the? You think they'll make the reach that tier?
The the Pythonus?
Yes.
I don't know, honestly. Maybe only because they also now have payment plans for it, which is really shitty.
Mm.
Because if they had done that when Lady Slither was an option, I would have
Right.
backed it. Now I feel less inclined to back it
Right.
because as per our discussions, 250 would have been okay, but
Yes. Yes.
at $300, I don't know.
Right. Right. Well, whatever you decide, like I'm sure it'll be a good decision either way. But
Yeah,
in any case, the good news is it did reach its goal.
it
So
did.
I mean, like regardless of what happens, like we gotta be happy for that. So
Yeah, I'd be happier if I could have backed it using payment plan and gotten Lady Slither.
of course, I understand. I understand. So is it? So let's just clear it up. Are you getting it or not?
Honestly, I don't know at this point.
Hmm. Well, whatever. Again, whatever decision you make, I'm here for you, dude.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
Because
but I'm trying my best to stay optimistic, but I just got to be honest in this situation. I don't think we're gonna reach Pythonus,
honestly, I don't either.
right? Because
Um,
because because if you check the numbers on how the snake layer was running, it took forever
I know,
to reach the last 100 people.
I know, I know, I know, and it just did it like a few days ago.
Exactly.
Like I think it just hit it like just under 100. I think it was like on Sunday. So like between I think it was if I remember correctly between Sunday and now like it just got funded.
Right.
You
Like
know.
yeah, so I'm just being real. I highly doubt we'll hit 2,000 extra
Well,
backers.
at this point it needs about 1,800,
Mhm.
but yeah, still that's pretty much 2,000 backers, and
Yeah.
that's a lot for an item that if it were at retail would probably be about 100, maybe 125.
Right.
Depends if they include Chimera or not.
Mhm.
So I don't know. Like Pythonus may go the way of Keklar, where they made a prototype, they showed pictures, and we'll have to wait for him to come back.
Yeah.
Later.
Well, the good news is that everyone who's backed it will get Chimera.
Yeah, yeah, and Lady Slither because a lot of people backed it before the deadline, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Yeah, I'm not I from a business perspective, I get the early bird concept, but from a buyer's perspective, I completely am against it.
well, yeah, because they basically kind of put it through a paywall in the sense that you have to pay for the whole thing and not be able to put it on a payment plan to get Lady Slither, which is kind of
Right.
bullshit. Like, if they had the payment plan already open, like, I would have done it, and God knows I tried, you know.
Yes. Like
So
there's a part of me that says that, well, you waited a year to do this campaign because of the situation that led to it, of people not liking the original version.
yeah,
But at the same time, I can't help but feel, why couldn't you wait another month to do this when you had a payment plan set?
no, but the same thing happened with Eternia. The same thing
But
happened with Eternia,
yeah,
where
the
like
payment plan
the
came in
payment
last
plan
minute.
came
Yeah.
in way later,
Mm-hmm.
and then like a lot of people missed out.
Right.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I mean, Mattel, they know what they're doing. Or
Yeah.
in theory, they know what they're doing.
Yes.
I don't know. It's just uh,
Well, I hear your frustration,
yeah,
but but overall, I mean, I understand your frustration, but it's just, I'm trying my best to balance it out, the situation. Like,
yeah,
I'm grateful it's happening. So even if you do back it, you will be guaranteed to get one. So
yeah. But at that cost, man, I don't know.
right, right.
I mean,
Well,
that's dude. Think about it. That you're paying probably double of what it would normally cost at retail.
yeah, I hear you,
You know, even with the
but
Chimera there, like, okay, fine, cool. Like,
hmm
but still, like, that's. I'm
I
sorry,
get
no,
it.
that's not
Yeah.
like
Well,
financially, it's not smart. Like, if you want to get it, that's cool. Like, I'm not gonna knock it, but
yeah.
when I say you, I mean like you in general, not
No,
specifically
yeah,
you.
because I already made up my mind I wasn't gonna
Yeah,
get it. So
yeah, I know. So it's like you want to get it, fine. You're the manager of your money. 300
right, right.
bones for a lair with some accessories and a snores. That's a very hard pill to swallow.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
which is why I'm thinking, I might lean to maybe not getting it, but
Right.
it's kind of cool. And where else am I gonna put my snake, man? I don't know. Maybe flip
Yeah.
the lotto or something between then and now. You
Well,
know.
personally, granted, my snake men are not on the Snake Mountain, but like in my head canon, Snake Mountain is Snake Men's true place.
Well,
And but that's just me.
yeah. I mean, but then where are you gonna put Skeletor?
Well, the whole story is that they're fighting for it. So for me,
Yeah,
that's my head canon.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I get that, and it kind of goes along the lines of what they were doing with the 2000X series, where like the Snake Men were just kind of hiding out in like some caverns and stuff, and trying to get back Snake Mountain.
Yep, yep.
So
So, but in any case, yep. I'm grateful that. But going back to Snake Lair, I'm happy it's being made. So
yeah.
whether I've already made up my mind, I'm not owning it, and it's up to Victor, whatever you decide.
Well, if I get it, I'm gonna get
Mhm.
it on the payment plan.
Right,
Let's put it that
of
way.
course, of course.
Um, because I have my debts and whatnot. Like I have to take care of my
Yes,
bills.
of
So
course.
you know that's the only way I'm gonna get it. But
Right,
even then, I'm probably gonna feel like a dick for getting it just because it's so expensive.
exactly. Well, let me think. What, when it comes to the Motu series, like, is there any like big things you want that hasn't been made yet? Because I feel in one way, it's cool to have a new a new layer for the snake man and stuff, but it's just like what's the thing that you gotta have uh when it comes to Motu that we have yet to be seen made?
For
Because
Origins,
yeah, for Origins, because we already got Snake Mountain, we got Fright Zone, it's Grayskull and Eternia. So like, I mean, what's left? So
Fearless Photog.
Oh, I get that, but I'm talking about like big things.
Like, oh, big things. How about
Yeah,
that?
like a big.
That Brontosaurus from freaking Powers of Grayskull,
Yeah, there you go.
or any of the dinosaurs really from Powers of Grayskull.
Right,
Tyrannosaurus, Tyranotops. What was that pterodactyl's name? I forgot.
Turbodactyl,
Yes,
Turbodactyl.
pterodactyl. Thank you.
Yep. But yeah, like maybe that might be the next big set. So like the reason why I'm bringing this up is because like ultimately, Snake Lair has been funded. So
Yeah.
like I'm just throwing the reason why I'm bringing this discussion is I'm just throwing the idea out that maybe you don't have to buy uh, Snake Lair. Maybe you could use that potential money that you would have spent on Snake Lair for whatever they have planned, like the Brontosaurus thing you mentioned. Like that's totally going to be a crowdfunding
Yeah.
project
I
eventually.
mean, but that'll come in time. Like,
Right.
I have a job. They have payment plans. I
Mm-hmm.
can figure it out.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah, but it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, but I can't. I look forward to seeing what all the reviewers and like all the fan sites where how much the type of pictures we're gonna get with all the Snake Men and stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm excited for Chimera. For anyone who's owning Chimera, I should say that.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, because I mean that's probably like one of the best things, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
So like, I feel like that was the breakout product. That I think that's the thing. That's the main draw for a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, honestly, like that and Python is really where like the I think the most appealing things to me.
Yes.
So I don't know. I know Lady Slither kind of helps also, but not as much. But
Right.
still, it would
Right.
be nice to have her.
I think that's the reason why she became the early bird because like you kind of want her, but you really don't have to get her, kind of thing. But I
Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm sorry, I had to think about. No, I understood what you were saying, but I just had to think about it myself.
right,
You know what I mean? And
yeah,
I mean, yeah, you're right. It kind of does make sense
right.
because I mean,
But
initially I had thought, well, if she's so enticing, why wouldn't you put her last? But she's been made before, so people might not be as enticed to get her. Therefore, you
right,
probably do want her as, like the early bird backer
and
special.
if you don't get her, like no biggie. Like
Nah,
I mean, like I would
I want
assume
my
the
money's
reason.
worth.
I get you. I get you. I get it. But in any case, it's being made. So like I'm still holding out hope that maybe they'll find a way to use the pieces for Pythonus to create Neptu, I think his name is.
Yeah,
The character that also uses the parts that Pythonus has.
yeah,
The
yeah.
Egyptian parts I have to
No,
point
I
out.
know what you mean. Yeah,
So yep, so like more power to anyone. And plus I know I'm trying to be that guy, but like you can kind of make your own Pythonus if you buy the Eternius, the Battle for Eternia set,
yeah.
and,
In theory,
and
you
maybe,
could, and then just throw a different snake head on top of the was it the Pitmaster?
mm-hmm,
Yeah,
right, yeah, that, and you would probably like I don't know, like get some 3D printer to make the armor pieces to create the helmet and
oh yeah,
the, the
yeah.
armor, and
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like already parts on Code's 3D.
mm-hmm,
With that stuff.
right, the third party guys that makes some stuff makes like the extra gear
Right.
for Motu characters. So I'm sure it's gonna be made like how to describe it. Like it's just the only downside is not gonna be official, but it's close enough.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, anyway, since we were talking about you know, the since we were talking about the dinosaurs and stuff, I thought this was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, on Roy Juarez's Instagram, otherwise known as
Yeah.
Manola Darkanitas, he's got this
Nice.
art.
Yep.
It's Eldor. Chimera
Yep.
Pythonus fighting this huge creature thing,
Right.
and it's a Powers of Grayskull thing,
Yeah.
which is super
So,
cool.
well, I on one hand, I'm hoping this means that they're gonna really push for Powers of Grayskull to show up in the Origins line to some capacity.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's a part of me that's hoping that the Powers of Grayskull is not paywalled into the campaigns,
Oh,
in
with
the crowdfunded campaigns.
yeah, or like being like the Club Eternia exclusive.
Right.
Yeah, because what's her name is technically
Shirella.
no Shirella. Is she the club?
I know that Hero is exclusive to the Club Grayskull, right? Are you
I don't remember. I
right?
don't
But I think
remember.
Shirella. I don't know what's. I don't know what's if Shirella is exclusive. Shirella is exclusive or not. But it's just I remember Hero being exclusive. So,
Let's see.
but yeah, it's just awesome. Like that's some great art. So like if the fact that they're posting art with Eldor, here's hoping he comes out eventually.
Yeah, eventually. I mean, that's pretty cool. I dig this. You know, I'm
Mm-hmm.
hoping like this is what this is like pre Rattle Trap before it becomes Rattle Trap. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah. knowing knowing the comic book, maybe they'll actually show an origin of that serpent creature
Yeah.
that it gets attacked and it gets wounded and it turns into a cyborg, which eventually becomes
Rattle Trap.
the the rattle trap vehicle and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. This is super cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like this is a good sign also that will be getting Eldor. You know.
Right, right,
So at this point, it's not a matter of if, but when.
right. I agree with that, but it's just my my hope is that we'll eventually see the dinosaur vehicles. I mean, well,
Yeah.
the steeds, I guess the right term. That I
Mhm.
hope we get to see them because like we rarely get big thing like vehicles or steeds uh, in any of the more recent lines.
Well, yeah, because obviously they didn't sell well, and they always went on clearance.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the point of making stuff that's going to go on clearance, right? I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
don't know. Maybe I'm
yeah,
wrong.
I mean,
Maybe
no,
I'm
I agree
mistaken.
to you. I do agree with you. That's why I'm hoping they still find a way to like release them in some capacity.
Yeah.
Like I've wanted a Bionatops since the first time I've ever seen that creature in the
Yeah.
commercials and stuff. Like he's like one of my personal holy grails. So
Oh well, I saw one on Sunday out in
for
Long
how
Island.
incomplete.
I, you know what? I just saw the price tag of 250. I'm like, let me just leave that alone.
Yeah, exactly. I
But
want
hey,
him, but I
hey,
don't want
if
him
it's
that
still
bad.
there and Mattel announces those crowdfunded and like it's more than 250 for just Bionatops, I'm making a trip to Long Island.
Hey, well, you did say 250 works, right?
That's right. I did say 250 works.
Yeah, but no, seriously. Yeah, so like that's just my hope that we see the dinosaurs show up in some capacity.
Yeah, yeah.
So, anything else you want to cover when it comes to Snake Lair?
I think that's pretty much it.
All
Uh,
right.
I think we got
So,
it all covered in Motu, as a matter of fact.
no, we still got Masterverse stuff, and we
Right.
got and we got some pictures of the comic book as well as like in hand images of the Transformers slash Motu crossover. If you want to
Well, hold
talk
on a
about that,
sec.
yes.
So yeah, I was on Withheld Creations while we were talking, and you're
Yes,
right.
yes.
Hero and Shirella, which is basically Powers of Grayskull, are
Mm-hmm.
behind the members only Club Grayskull paywall,
Right.
which is kind of shitty if you ask me. But then again, it's only $10 a year, so
Well, the thing is, you're a member,
It's
so
cheaper. Well, yeah, I know, but like I said, well, like I was about to say, it's still cheaper than Hasbro Pulse. So like,
yes.
it's not that big a deal to me,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you know.
So chances are Eldor might be exclusive to the site as well.
Yeah,
I mean, to the membership, I should
Club
say.
Grayskull. Yeah, the Club Grayskull
Right.
probably.
But
Well,
but the thing is, you're a member, so like,
yeah, like if you want it, and if I can get more than one, yeah,
right.
why not?
Personally, I'm not interested in Eldor like that. So
Well, just saying, if you
course,
were interested, you know,
right. Of course, I appreciate that.
yeah, no problem.
So so yeah, like we got like we got a lot of Masterverse stuff that came in.
You
So
did?
no, I mean like new stuff that like pictures of Cobra Khan and as
Haven't
well as
reviews already gone up?
yeah, reviews have gone up already, like everything. So it's just, but we never had a chance to discuss the reveals and stuff on Cobra Khan. Cobra Khan,
I'm pretty sure
a
we
new
talked about
version.
Cobra Khan.
Well, if you don't want to talk about it, that's cool.
Whatever, man.
But
Go ahead, share your pictures.
in any case, all right, 1 second, let me take it out.
No, don't
Let's
take
see.
it out. Just show us the pictures.
Of course, that's what I meant. I was taking. Let's see. Give me a second.
We're not a family show, guys. We are not a
Right.
family show.
Here we go. So, but before we begin, let's talk about
Oh,
the
that's a
packaging
fancy
images.
box. Yeah.
Yep. Give me a second. Yeah. So we got some images of the box art
That's
for
fancy.
the upcoming New Eternia Mossman, and I believe pre-order is going to be up soon. Be like sometime this week. I forgot
Okay.
the exact date, but chances are by the time this episode goes up, he'll be up for pre-order.
I guess. I don't know.
Yep. So look at that, man.
He's a big boy. He's
Hmm.
bulky.
Yeah, I can only assume he's using that body from
The first Beastman from New Eternia?
the really hulking one.
Maybe.
So, and we got pictures of the box right there. Great art, man.
Yeah.
So, oh, and that's the other thing I think we never saw
I
that he
think
actually
only
got
the
the
limbs
effects.
are. I don't think like the torso is from New Eternia, the first New Eternia
Right.
Beastman.
It might, but I think the reason why it doesn't look like it because of all the armor the leaf armor he has and stuff.
Yeah, but if I remember correctly, that torso was way more massive.
Right. Okay.
For Beastman.
It's a possibility. The honest thing is, I'm not ultimately as great as it looks. I'm not. I have zero interest in purchasing it. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
so,
That's fair.
but
That's a great picture though. Like I love how they use like all the stuff in the background just really adds to
right.
it. Really
Yeah,
well done background.
agreed. No, like the photographer should get really a lot of props
Yeah,
for
sure.
the setup and everything. And I also love that vine effect he has with his arm.
Yeah, I was about to mention that.
Yep. It's great piece. And it's interesting he has weapons and stuff because
Yeah.
granted beast Mossman he did come with some weapons, but it's
He came
I
with
don't know
like that mace, right?
right, he has that mace and then he has like the brown one too. I mean the cert, like I don't know what you call it, like a spike ball. And but this time around they're giving him swords and it's just I mean like daggers and stuff. And I don't know, I'm not feeling it. Mossman
Yeah, like
having daggers.
it's not a terrible upgrade, but it doesn't. I'm in the same as you. Like it doesn't really do much for me.
Right.
It looks good
So
though. It just
mm-hmm.
I have no interest.
Yeah, but I'm just when it comes to characters like this figure, I'm just nothing more than a happy admirer.
Yeah. I'm probably in the same boat as you.
Right, but this is the thing I'm just curious about because
Yeah,
I'm guessing they're trying to like expand the lore of Mossman with this symbol that I'm curious to what's the meaning behind it, and like what led to creating this symbol for him.
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty interesting looking though.
Right. Totally looks like a spear of sorts.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we got that's another great shot of Mossman fighting that other new Eternia Beastman.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of other figures in the background, which is kind of neat.
Yep. Like the Cyclone,
And
the
Ninjor
and Randor.
and Randor.
Yeah, I'm still hurting for missing out on Ninjor.
For Masterverse?
Yes, the new Eternia one. Like last minute, I decided, oh, I do want him, and then he sold out.
You check Amazon?
That's when I decided to want one. Yeah. So,
Did
but
you
in any
check Mattel
case,
Creations?
yep, I did everything the moment I decided,
Yeah.
and then they were all sold out. I'm like, blah, blah. Like had a moment of, like I had a moment of tears coming down my eyes, and then
I'm sure you'll find one.
of course. But anyways, but yes, and now we got Hordak, right?
Yeah. Yep, that's
So-
definitely Hordak.
Right. The thing the reason why I'm bringing him up because it didn't dawn on me until I see these pictures with his wings up that the way the wings are designed, it can create the symbol on his chest to a degree, like the way,
Yeah.
which I
Yeah, I
thought was
see
a
what you're
nice
saying.
touch.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So and that's the shield right there, the transparent wings. So I just wanted to bring that up. I really wanted to bring it up because
actually, I hadn't seen that before, so that's pretty cool that you had it.
yeah, because the thing is, this is like when it comes to when it comes to the new Eternia line or new Etheria is when it comes to Hordak.
Hordak, yeah.
Right. This is kind of the thing I really like about New Eternia, where they find these unique ways of still presenting the Masters of the Universe,
Mm-hmm.
like in very unique, creative ways. Like the fact is that his wings are implied to create the symbol that's on his chest and stuff. So,
Right.
and when it comes to Hordak, now that I bring that up, this is everyone is not. Tila has been getting nothing but negative reviews, and I can totally agree with why she's getting the negative reviews.
Why.
Yes, like I think the one complaint everyone's having is that her face looks off.
Oh well, I mean,
that's one thing.
Her face is like this big to me, so
yes,
because I'm just looking at a screenshot,
mm-hmm.
from your computer.
Right.
But I can see. I would say the other reason is probably because it's basically like a regular vintage Tila,
right?
Except she has a different spear and she has the staff there now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
well, the thing is, classic
Tila.
It's a
7-inch Tila. Like there's nothing that new about her. It seems.
Right. Well, the thing is, like, I used to own a Classics Tila. Right. And she came with a spear just like this, as well as the snake staff. So yeah, I think the biggest complaint everyone's having is that they didn't really reinvent her like the other figures,
or like embellish anything really. Like she's just Tila,
right?
Like she's indistinguishable from any other Tila as far as I'm concerned.
Yep. Like I was hoping that the new thing with this Tila, I mean, would be that the whole idea that maybe this section of her armor would be separate to the helmet. That's what I was hoping, that would be like the new thing that this Tila had versus, I mean, that would make her a new Eternia Tila.
Right.
But yeah, I can see why people are not liking this Tila.
Yeah.
So
she's rather plain.
It's a great figure. I want to make that clear.
Oh yeah.
But it's just she's not bringing anything that feels new.
Right. That's what I mean by plain. Like she doesn't feel refreshed, like a refreshed figure. She just feels like the same old thing we've gotten before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it probably is a great figure. But
yes.
See, like when you have her standing like that, dude, she just looks like a Classics figure to me.
Right. I totally agree with you on that. So,
That's
but
probably why
yeah,
people aren't liking her.
yeah, but whatever. I mean, yeah, I mean, I have no other comments other than what we're having. So,
Yeah, no, that's totally fine.
right. But the box art looks great.
Yeah, it's got a nice
I
box
doubt,
art.
I doubt we'll get this as a figure, but
Hey, you never know, dude. You never know.
right, right. So now we got Cobra Khan.
Which we have looked at before, but we have more pictures now.
Yep, exactly. So the thing I
Still
found,
digging the loincloth, like scaled
hmm
loincloth. Still pretty
but
cool.
the thing that I find fun is that if you notice that pistol,
It's kind of like a snake.
yep,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
yep. And the other feature I thought was interesting, if I can get pictures of it, like, and for some reason it's doing that thing again.
Mm.
Give me a second. So, like, while the thing I found interesting is that, because, like, remember when we spoke about in the past that we both agreed that when it came to this version of Cobra Khan,
Mm-hmm.
that, one second, give me a second, let me just shut this off. So the thing I found interesting with this version of Cobra Khan, if I can get the pictures up, give me a second, is that we both agreed that when it came to this character design, that it seems like they kind of amalgamated this version of Cobra Khan with Camo
2000X.
Khan.
Oh,
Camo Khan.
yeah.
So the thing I find interesting is if you notice, let's see. Oh, sorry. Like, damn it. So, anyways, I'll try to explain it while we're with the pictures we have. Is that the concept is that if you notice that he has parts where you can actually make him look like Camo Khan as well as Cobra Khan,
Mm-hmm.
where like you could actually, this piece is actually removable.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting. The other thing I found kind of fun was that us this jaw is actually articulated,
Yeah.
and the spit, like that acid effect he has,
Mm-hmm.
that you can actually attach it to the gun.
Yeah. Oh wait, I know where I saw that.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
yeah, I feel like this is a great interpretation of Cobra Khan. Like, there's a part of me that feels like that I should have passed on Origins Cobra Khan and get this guy instead.
I mean, he kind of
And
does the same thing, but he's not as articulated. But yeah,
right,
I can see why you would want to get him. And honestly, like if I did 7 inch, I would definitely get him.
yes,
Like
or
it's still like more or less the same old Camel Khan, but like the boots are refreshed. Like the loincloth is different than before. Like
and a ray gun.
yeah, and the ray gun is also kind of like refreshed. So yeah, like they kind of give him a little bit of upgrades. And I hate to beat a dead horse, but this is more than what they've done for Tila, which is a
Right,
shame.
right. Yes, and the fact that you can make him into Camel Khan as well. I mean,
Yeah.
granted, the colors are not there, but he has the parts to become Camel Khan, which I
Hmm.
thought was kind of
Hmm.
cool. The claws and the
Yeah.
symbol on his chest.
Yeah.
So other than that, like, this figure is still not released yet, but I want to bring him up, which is the new Eternia
Keldor.
Keldor, because like if you like, they actually got clearer images, and you can actually get a good look at. Oh, there you go. You can get a good look at his skull, where
Yeah,
it's
it's pretty
more. There's
cool. Like
like,
it looks like he's got the acid on his face.
right. Like, originally, I thought it was just a blue skull, but it turns out that it's a little bit more organic. Like, it's almost Two Face, like
Yeah.
Batman's Two Face to a
Yeah.
degree,
Yeah.
where one side is still humanoid and the other side is all skull.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. And they
Yep,
have the
yep,
regular head also, which is nice.
yeah, man. So like, I think this is just a great interpretation of that skull. So that's all the stuff I was able to collect for Masterverse.
Hmm.
And do we still got time
Yeah.
before
For
break? I should say, because
I
I wanted to.
mean,
Well, I wanted to bring
we're
up
about
the.
halfway.
Okay, so
What did you want to
well,
bring up?
let's just end it with this for the moment. Let's see if I can get all the slides too. Is I've always kept my eye on this indie company Frazetta girls called, I think it's called Collectible Icons.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's two. They have two names, like Frazetta girls, and I think the other name they have is Collectible Icons.
Okay.
And they just released a trailer for their upcoming toy line, which is a 5.5 figure line,
Okay.
and it's let's see, and I think they call it Frazetta Universe. So let me see, and the first figure they're revealing is the first figure they're revealing is Death Dealer in 5.5.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
so
Cool.
so
Cool. Cool. Cool.
so let me
Is
think.
it like vintage 5.5
It's a well, okay.
or like Origins 5.5?
It's vintage 5.5,
Okay.
but there is extra articulation on the wrist and boots. So it's like 2, 4, 6, like yeah, like at least two, like I think like 6 points, like
So it's 10 points of articulation if it has wrists.
wrist
And you
and
said the feet or the
yeah,
boots?
yeah, boots.
Yeah. So it's
So
like
it's
10 points altogether.
right. So yeah, they have that kind of much articulation. So it's kind of like a little bit of a vintage, but a little bit of a just a little extra, I should say,
Yeah. It's
like
like
vintage
it's like
plus.
that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Right.
Yeah, vintage plus.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like so the first one was Death Dealer, and he comes with all the accessories like the axe and the shield.
Yeah.
And aside from Death Dealer, yeah, no, there's also his sword. So that's a shot of Death Dealer, and I think he got the back as well. So that's one figure. I think that's one figure they've released. But the other figures that are on the way is yeah, it's called Frazetta Universe,
Mm-hmm.
and let's see, coming at 2020. What's going on here, man? Okay, there you go. Yep. So we also got other figures in the line, which one of them is Conan,
Mm-hmm.
and another is based on the Frazetta, Frank Frazetta's art of Conan,
Yeah.
and the other one, let's see, is John
John
Carter of
Carter
Mars.
Nice.
Yep,
That's pretty cool. I would get that.
right.
Like
I
I've read some of those books. Those books are cool.
mm-hmm. Yep, that's a very classic piece of the poster and everything, the
Yeah.
art. So
I might have
those
to
are
get those.
yes. Personally, I'm cherry picking.
That's fair. But I mean, I like Conan. I like John Carter. So
Mhm.
like, at this point, it's not really cherry picking for me because
Right.
I like them both.
Personally, for
Actually,
me,
well,
yes.
Death Dealer. Not to knock on Death Dealer, but Death Dealer would be like if it was only those three guys, Death Dealer would be the last one I'd get. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I hear you. Well, it's more for me, I guess.
Well, I mean, Death Dealer's on the list. I'll just get him last.
Right. I get you, but yeah, my yeah, I'm aiming for Death Dealer. So
Yeah, I kind of like that John Carter. I might have to go
yep.
for that first, then get to Conan because there's so many like 5.5 Conans coming out. Also, like
Right.
I'm not necessarily in a rush to get a Conan.
Yeah.
Like
Imagine what.
I even have a vintage Remco Conan, so
Right.
you know.
And plus we got the comic book Conan for that other line we talked about
Yeah, the one that the guys that are also doing the Red Sonja. Was it? I
Mhm.
think it was Boss Fight,
Immortal
right?
Champions. Yep. Boss fight.
No.
Yep. Told.
Oh, yeah, it was Boss Fight, right?
Yep. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah,
Boss
and then
fights.
Super 7 has the movie ones, the movie Conan figures.
Right.
You know, in
Wait for
5.5.
sale for those guys, man.
I know.
Yeah, based on the quality control
I've
of
seen
that.
Mr. Home Arcade's review. Shout out to Mr. Home Arcade, love
Yep.
brother.
Yep. You saved us money for when it comes to those figures, that's for sure.
I wish I'd seen his review for the collector before I got mine for that.
Mm.
That's besides the point.
Right.
It's too late. What's done is done.
Yes. Yes. And plus,
yes, this looks cool. I want the John Carter first, then the Conan, then the Death Dealer.
right. So, but yeah, there's Death Dealer in the box art. I mean, with the packaging art and everything.
Yeah.
So
I think it's kind of
yes.
neat that they decided to go with like a non-traditional 5.5 type of packaging.
Right.
You know, where like it's got the very tall card like Masters, and then like
In the
the
middle.
sides. This is more like the figures offset to the side.
Right.
I dig that. I mean, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get like protectors for those guys who collect mint on card or mint in box, but
Right. Well,
I'm
I
not
think the
Pokemon, so
I think the reason why they designed it this way is because they want to focus on the art
that's a
of
good
the
point. Yeah,
figures.
you're probably right.
Because like if they put it in the middle, you won't see that much of the art. So
No, no, you won't because like even yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Like they started doing that with MoTube in the vintage line, but that was only like towards the end, and
right.
even then, like it was like yay small, like it was kind of crammed to the side. So this you could see more of the art. You could see Frazetta's work in all its glory.
Yeah. But speaking of which, you bring up an interesting topic, which I might have to like email. I mean, like comment on with one of the guys who's running it. Email Donahue, I think his name
Oh,
is.
maybe. Yeah,
Yeah,
he used to
and I
be in
want
now.
right.
He used to do a Masters podcast with Pixel Dan and two other people. I forget.
Yeah. And he still does art for Masterverse.
Yeah, I know.
So the reason why I'm bringing that up because like I'm wondering if these packages are collector friendly, in
Ooh,
where
that's a good
you
question.
can like slide them off and like because like I'm hoping that they are because
I'm hoping that they are, but from what I see, granted, I'm like seeing this third hand because I'm seeing it through your screen share,
yes,
but it
yes,
doesn't seem like it. But I hope it
yes.
is.
Which is why I'm probably gonna have to. I'm gonna message Donahue about it and
Yeah,
see what he says if it's glued or not. So
yeah,
I really hope it's collector friendly because
yeah.
I would hate to rip that box open because like I'm not a mint in box guy. So
Neither am I. But you know what? You could just cut it out. Cut the
I
bubble.
of course, but still damaging in some capacity is
If you're
what I'm
careful,
saying.
you won't damage it.
I know, but
It
it's
just takes
just
time and patience.
of course I I know what you mean, but all the same, like
You're
I'm
not gonna
hoping it's
wait.
collector friendly. All the same, I'm hoping it's collector friendly. That's
Yeah,
all I'm saying.
yeah, totally, totally.
So, but yeah, but the thing I've the other thing I want to bring up is that they actually gave a picture of what's behind each
Yeah,
uh,
that's
packaging,
the cross sell.
the
Nice.
cross sell. Yes, and
Ooh, Dark
if you look at
Wolf.
the if you look at the choices, we got the Norseman, Dark Wolf,
Yeah,
Silver Warrior, the Egyptian Princess, Mothman, and Frazetta Valkyrie. So I will admit that I didn't get pictures. I might have got pictures, but yeah, I think I did. So like, I just want to bring up the pictures of those characters and see
yeah,
what potentially they would look like. So that's a picture of the Norseman,
that's pretty cool.
right? So he potentially like might look like hit like
Yeah,
this
like a
design,
squatter
but
version of that.
yeah, a
Yeah,
5.5 version of it. I doubt he'll have all these accessories, but
yeah. Well, that's just to get the idea. But yeah,
yes. So that's what the Norseman could potentially look
and
like.
Dark Wolf, if I'm not mistaken, is from Fire. Yep, from Fire and
Fire
Ice.
and Ice. So this
Yeah,
could potentially what he
I gotta
might
get
look like
that.
as well.
I gotta get
A,
that.
a 5.5 version of this dude. So that's
Honestly,
gonna yes.
if they're gonna do Dark Wolf, they might as well just do like just the whole subline for Fire and Ice.
Well, funny you should mention that. Like when it comes to Fire and Ice, they are doing a 112 scale figure line,
Right.
and they've already released Dark
Dark Wolf,
Wolf, Tigra,
as we can see on the screen.
right?
Yeah.
Tigra, and I think they're in the process of releasing Necron.
Right.
But when it comes to this, the 5.5 line, I guess they want to make it more like an ensemble cast, so that's why they're choosing every like various
Yeah. Yeah.
versions. It's not
Well,
exclusive to Fire and Ice. So.
well, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, make it like a subset. You know.
Right. Well, who knows? Maybe if the line becomes a success, they could
I mean,
expand to the other members, the
yeah.
other characters from Fire and Ice.
Actually, you know what? Even if they don't do a subset, as long as they do like Tigris and I forget the other guy's name, and even like Necron, like
Yes.
it, like maybe one from every wave. If they can do 4 waves and have those 4 characters, I'll
Right.
be happy.
Well, for the moment, it seems like Wave 1 is these guys. Wave
Right.
2 is going to be these guys.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And Wave 3 is going to be them.
So
So
yeah, so
I would
maybe like from
say,
4 and on, then.
right. Well, again, crossing our fingers that this line becomes a success.
Fingers crossed.
Yep. So we got Dark Wolf, and the other character is the Silver Warrior, and this is
That's
what
that
he
guy.
could
Okay.
look like.
I've
I
seen
mean,
this
like,
art before. Yeah.
it's an amazing piece.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, it's Frank Frazetta, but it's just
I love the way
what.
those. I mean, not to take away from the Silver Warrior, but the way
Yes,
he did those polar bears are fucking amazing.
agreed. Agreed. Hey, maybe we might get them.
Who knows? 5.5 polar bears. I'm down for that.
Yep. So, but in any case, like, this is what he potentially might look like, like with the chainmail and everything, man.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm wondering how the face is going to look because, like, since a lot of Frank Frazetta art is, like, very cast in shadow and stuff.
Yeah,
So,
it's already shadow heavy, which is
right.
funny because if you think about it, like this is a very bright painting.
Yes.
But yet Silver Warrior's face is casting a lot of shadow.
Right. So I'm wondering if when it comes to the figure, will they might like paint him in a way where he looks like he's creating the illusion of shadow or something to that effect.
Maybe that'd be kind of cool.
Right. So that's the Silver Warrior, and the other character is the Egyptian princess. So let's see. There you go.
Yeah. I've seen this also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is going to be a beautiful figure.
Yeah.
If it looks anything close to this painting, it's going to look amazing.
Yeah.
So that.
And this might even be a good basis for the female character from John Carter. Why am I drawing a blank on her name right now?
I know who you talk about, Dahlia.
Deja Thoris or something like that. I think
right. I think we know who we're talking about. It's just the name. We can't get the name.
Right.
Like, but yeah, because like I'm thinking some figures might be a reuse of parts, which is why we got so many of them announced. I mean, confirmed, I should say.
Yeah.
So like we got the Egyptian princess, and the Mothman was a very interesting choice.
This I've never seen, but yeah, that is definitely an interesting choice.
Right. Like I feel I'm kind of looking forward to this figure out of all of them because like he's just so bizarre that I feel like he might be the breakout figure of the line.
Like flying saucers in the background.
Yep. Indeed, man. So yeah, that's one of the other figures confirmed, and the other one is this character,
yes,
the Space Valkyrie. Yep.
Yeah.
So I can there's a part of me that feels that this figure will share a lot of parts with the Egyptian princess.
Yeah.
It just really depends on, of course, it just really depends on what will be originally sculpted for each parts. Like if the armor or the outfits they have are going to be sculpted into the buck, or they're going to be separate pieces. So like, there's a lot of we'll see. That's all I can say.
That's for sure.
So, but in any case, that's all the pictures I have for MotU and MotU related stuff, or adjacent is the right word.
Yeah, that works.
Yep. So, but yeah, man, great stuff.
Yeah, great stuff, man. Kind of psyched for that Frazetta Universe stuff, man.
Exactly. Like, I felt, like, I feel like it's a match made in heaven to a degree. Yeah. Like, there's a part of me that wishes it had more articulation, but at the same time, it's like I'm cool what we have. Like, chances are, I mean, I don't know if I'll do it or not because I don't want to ruin the sculpts. But there's a part of me that kind of wants to see if it's possible to do conversions with these figures.
Yeah. Yeah, well, hopefully they're relatively affordable. Like, hopefully they're like $20-25. I would go as high. I would pay as high as $30 for those.
Right, that might be my limit too. But
anything more than that, it's like no, because it's just a 5.5 figure with 10 points of articulation.
Yeah.
And for those points of articulation, I'm like, meh. I would have been fine if you didn't add them in.
Right. Yeah, I'm hoping that's the price because if
I'm
not
for 20, but I'm just being a cheap bastard.
Yeah, let me think. I believe the boss fight Immortal Champions, I think they're like $25.99.
Okay, that's fair. And those are like, correct me if I'm wrong, those are like Origin style 5.5, right?
Yeah, with articulation and everything.
Yeah.
So like that's one line, but then there's another line called I forgot the name of it. I think Legends of Dragonor.
Yes, they're like 35 though, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're
But they
they're
have like boots, like I think hands and like calves, like
well
soles.
they have we're coining the phrase vintage plus
Right.
articulation.
Exactly.
So they have that equivalent of articulation. So and they're like like you said, like they're ranging to like between 30 to 35.
Yeah.
So
You know
so
what?
like
Vintage plus or Origins minus.
yeah, well, I mean,
Either
it's
way.
either or.
Yeah.
But you get I think they both mean the same thing to a degree. But yeah,
Yeah.
but in any case, that's so on the subject of the price. Like I'm hoping they're acceptable. Is the best answer I can
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. 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 I'm hoping they're affordable also. Um. Yeah. Like ideally, like I would love to be able to pay like $20 for them. I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
that they'd have to have a very high MOQ though. To sell at 20, so I'm thinking they might be 25. But
Yeah.
I will not look a gift horse in the mouth if they're $20.
Right. Right. I doubt it, but like
One can
we'll
hope.
see.
Yeah,
One can hope, but I'm feeling it's gonna be around the 30 range, especially with the paint. This is
that's
Frazetta we're talking about.
true.
They're probably going to do a lot of paint apps and everything. So
Well, bring up the Death Dealer again, please.
okay, let's see. I gotta okay. 1 second. The yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Yep. Uh, I got to do all the extra steps. So yeah, like yeah. The thing is like they got some amazing paint apps and everything for these figures. So
Yeah, can you like
like
zoom in a bit?
1 second.
Just oh man, that looks like a 3D render. Is that a 3D render?
It could be
Okay, so they don't have like an actual prototype, right?
right, but look, we got blood stains and everything on the
Yeah,
axe. So
that's a paint app. That's a paint app.
yeah,
That's
that's
pretty.
this is totally a paint app.
Oh, well, yeah. Then again, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. It's
I'm
probably gonna be
assuming that's
closer to 30.
right. Let's see if I can get a good.
Oh well,
Let's see.
that looks like it's not.
It's a lot of we'll see. Like I don't see any. Well, I mean, if you count, I'm assuming that's a wash.
Yeah, that's you know what? Go to like the John Carter.
Hmm. Let's see.
Let's zoom in.
I see paint apps, but very limited. So like these little
I'm
dots.
thinking 25.
If it's 25, I'll be happy with it.
Yeah,
Like
because like with the Death Dealer, it's kind of hard to tell because his skin is pale. But with this, you could see doesn't seem to be a wash. But
right.
they're shelling out for the extra paint apps like on the harness and everything.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm thinking like 25.
If they're 25, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
But I'm still sticking with my opinion. They'll probably be 30. So
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'd be willing to pay 30 just
right.
because.
I'll be willing. The but if it's above 30, I'm gonna be biting my lip a lot. Is the only thing I could say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but and yeah, I'm just gonna have to really contemplate on which figures. I'm gonna be a little more selective if if the price is not to my liking.
I was just about to say something very similar, which is I'm just gonna cherry pick the line then, because like for instance, the first wave, if it's like 30, 35, well, if it's like $35, let's say,
Hmm.
I'll just get the John Carter.
Right.
I could, I think I could live without getting Death Dealer, and like I said before, we have so many Conans. I already
Yep.
have a vintage Remco one anyway. Like, do I need another Conan? Like,
Yeah. And plus if Mattel decides to release Vicor, no, is that yeah, is that name Vicor? If they
yes,
decide to
Vicor.
if they decide to release Vicor, then that he's kind of
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I
Conan in
personally
spirit.
don't consider him. like Conan, but I get what you're saying, and yeah, that's a totally fine substitute. But like I
Right.
said, like I have a vintage Remco one. I want to get that boss fight one. So, and then there's a Super 7 one, which I will just wait till it's on sale. You
Yeah.
know, so like I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. You could add it to the Conan multiverse.
I mean, yeah, I do have the Gladiator reaction Conan. You know,
Right.
because that was like the first wave, and when I had gotten it, which was like last year, like it
Mm-hmm.
was that and Subutai, um,
Right.
and Tathaman, which I just got like a few weeks
Mm-hmm.
ago. So
Right.
I should work on those Conan reactions.
Yeah. Well, but yeah, that's another story. That's another that what was the way. How does Conan say it? This story shall be told, but not like I forgot what the term is. Like saying that that's another tale.
Yeah.
But going back to the Frazetta universe, yeah, I'm totally gunning for Death Dealer because I've always loved that painting of Death Dealer. It's such a
Yeah.
badass. So
Yeah.
and I've always yeah. So for me, it's a must. Well, yeah,
Honestly, I feel like I need the horse. That's part of it. That's why like he's third on my list. You
right.
know,
Well, you can just
because he needs
go
a
to
horse.
eBay. You can just go to eBay and buy a cheap horse,
Yeah.
or if you
Yeah.
want, like
I need a Frazetta Universe horse for Death Dealer.
yeah,
Like
but no,
if they made him a deluxe with the horse, I would totally get it and bump him up in terms of like what I'm gonna get first.
right.
Like I may
Well,
just get the John Carter first because of the price,
yes,
but definitely then I get Death Dealer
right.
and then Conan.
Yes. Well, slightly off topic. There is a Death Dealer being sold with the horse, but I think the
112.
figure is like 112, and but it's like 300, like around $300.
Dude, I like Death Dealer. I don't like him that much. And if I
Right,
were to
right.
spend $300, guess what I would get?
Snake Lair.
Exactly.
but but yeah, but seriously though, like I like Death Dealer. I don't like him enough to spend extra money for a horse, and that's why for me, if I were to give him a horse, I'll probably look into like a cheap, like an eBay horse, like where someone's selling a decent, like for a decent price, like maybe the McFarlane horse or something like that.
Yeah, but
It's
like
black. It's
the
black,
horse
just like the Death Dealer.
doesn't he have like armor and shit though?
Not to my memory.
You get the picture. Bring it up again.
No, that picture that's showing that's on the package art is just Death Dealer. 1 second, I'll look up Death Dealer. Yeah, this horse has armor.
Yeah, you see? I need the armor.
You're bringing it up.
Uh, yeah, I got it.
Got beat you to it.
All right, show it.
I'm trying to
Oh,
like.
I could have done that. I thought you were gonna actually bring up the picture, man.
There you go. I get you,
Yeah,
but
he's got all this little extra shit, and he's got the saddle and everything. Nah, yeah, like I need the real deal, man, or no
I
dealer.
get you. I get you. I get you. But in any case, like for me, it's Death Dealer, and use John Carter. So, and the other ones, like I gotta see it. Like, but are you interested in the Dark Wolf?
Oh, definitely. Like I said, I want a whole subline of Fire and Ice.
Yep. 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 Yeah, I love Dark Wolf. Like the whole fact that he's got his helmet and everything. Like he's just wearing like a bear head for a mask.
Yeah, dude, like that's so cool.
Mm-hmm. So, anyways, you want to go for a break?
Yep. Well, let's take a break, and in the meanwhile, you guys enjoy this commercial break.
Yes.
See you in a bit, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Control the power of the greatest warrior ever known, Conan the Adventurer. Feel the power of his massive sword-slashing moves against the evil snake wizard Rathamon. Fight at Conan's side with his blood brother Zula, or the wizard warrior Grey Wolf. Can Conan defeat Rathamon and the sinister Skulker? It's up to you when you feel the power. Colossal battles, gigantic heroes, warrior, explorer, ninja, adventurer. Feel the power of Conan. Conan the Adventurer. Figures each sold separately. Conan and the evil Rathamon face off with giant battle stallions, Thunder, and Demon Hunter. Pull the battle cords and these massive foes trade fearsome blows in battle action so real you feel the power. These giant warriors and stallions come with star armor and powerful multi-weapon launchers. Feel the power as Conan and Rathamon match swords in colossal combat. Feel the power of Conan. Conan the Adventurer. Stallions come with exclusive figures, armor, and weapons each sold separately.
Hello and welcome back to the Deep Cut Fandom podcast. I hope you enjoyed that little commercial break. I know I had fun finding it for you guys. And so, what's next? What are we going to talk about now?
Well, this might be a great figure line to transition into for the next topics we'll be talking about. It's like we got some MotU crossing over with Transformers.
Shit. I haven't seen this.
Yep, exactly. So like they finally showed some packaging art, and one of the things I thought was kind of cool was that each figure in the line actually have like these tech specs, which are kind of reminiscent to the Transformers bio cards that they came with.
That's pretty cool.
So we got like the little story. Infused with the strength and raw power of Megatron, leader of the Decepticons, the new armor donned by Skeletor is unyielding enough to harness both the power of Grayskull and all Energon in the universe. So
interesting.
Yep, if you notice, like I'm seeing, he does interesting. There isn't any rank in these tech specs.
Yeah. Huh. Strength, speed, endurance, courage, power, skill. Interesting.
I don't know about the courage part, but
I mean, well, he's actually more courageous than fast.
That's exactly. Yep. So, and like every other figure, they come with like instruction sheets to show that his parts are compatible. So I think that's interesting that even his arms are capable of being removed. So,
right. Kind of like.
Yep, we got that, and then we also got one for Bumblebee armor, Man at Arms. And it says right here, Man at Arms discovered that the Bumblebee armor is intuitive with the needs of its owner. No matter the attack, the Bumblebee armor gave Duncan everything he required to protect those in need of any given moment. So let's see what we got here. Oh, he's a 10 in courage.
Wow.
All right.
6 in strength. Okay.
I would, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I really don't like these stats. I'm talking about all characters because it's just hard to rate them on, just seeing how their performance and everything.
And also, media sometimes doesn't stick to what's actually there.
Agreed. So that's my feelings when it comes to these tech specs and stuff. It's fun. It's fun for a presentation, but it's just. Sometimes I'm like, you really? That's what their stats are, kind of thing. So
yeah.
So like just like Skeletor just shows the parts who are removable. The thing I find interesting is that I'm wondering, does this mean that these legs can be detached from the pelvis?
I mean,
I'm just wondering that.
Put it under hot water. Yeah, you probably could.
Yep. Well, we'll see. I mean, because like I noticed.
Do you mean like why it's gray?
Yeah, because because the reason why I'm bringing it up.
Don't forget the torso disconnects. That's probably what they're indicating.
Gotcha. The reason why I'm bringing that up because I've heard that when it comes to let me think. When it comes to the other figures, the figures from the MotU crossing over with Thundercats, the legs are removable without hot water.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm wondering if that design is carried over to the crossing over
I don't think
the
so because
Transformers.
these look like what's it like King Hiss legs?
Gotcha. Well, yeah, I see what you mean. Like you're saying that they're reusing parts from King, like a King Hiss figure.
Yeah, because it's got like that plated look, sort of.
Gotcha. All right,
Right?
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got the box art, packaging art, and everything for these figures, and we got it for the sides, the other side with Megatron and Bumblebee.
Yeah.
So we got the backs,
Which we've seen before. Yeah.
right? So and then here's the thing: they come with the
Main
comic book, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna read it word for word. I'm just gonna give you just a quick recap. For viewers who are seeing this, you're welcome to stop the screen while I show them each individually. But just the gist of the story is that it's kind of doing a retelling of the Cybertron war between the Decepticons and Autobots, in where they had to flee to planet Earth and stuff. And they just added a new detail stating that they sent like some kind of escape pod that carries all their data of all the passengers in the ship that just happened to land on Eternia.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the next page they show like pretty much Man at Arms discovering this piece and just learning what's inside the pod
Mm-hmm.
and relaying it to the Sorceress. And all of a sudden, it turns out that Skeletor reveals that he actually confiscated the pod earlier than Man at Arms, and showing that he was able to like access the pod and create armor based on Megatron.
That's kind of
Yep.
cool.
Yep. And then right here, what I thought was kind of interesting is that they're recreating the famous scene from the movie.
Yeah.
So, which is another reason I kind of want Man at Arms to have Ironhide armor versus Bumblebee armor. So, in any case, at the same time when he's about to kill, oh, my mistake, unalive, because I think that's one of the words we really can't say when it comes to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit out that word.
Yeah, go beep. So basically, he's gonna do like end Man at Arms, and then He-Man shows up to save the day, and they reveal something that the armor, Megatron's armor, is capable of like weakening He-Man.
Yeah.
So, but thankfully, Man at Arms saves the day, which causes Skeletor to flee. And when they kind of do it like they're trying to figure out what happened, and they realize that with Skeletor using the Megatron armor, that he has an advantage against He-Man. So to even the battlefield, Man at Arms decides to look into the pod and create armor based on Bumblebee and Optimus Prime. And so if you look right here, we got a preview of what He-Man will potentially look like with the Optimus Prime armor.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering how much is. I'm really curious to see how it looks, because like I see bits and pieces of Optimus Prime, and what I like about this armor is that you can see a little bit of Optimus Prime, but you can also see a little bit of He-Man as well.
Oh yeah, okay. I just realized what that is.
Right. So I mean, which is kind of what I would like for this line to be, which is more of a amalgamation of the two character designs, like, which is why for some odd reason I'm kind of digging the even though I would prefer they use another character for Man at Arms, I'm grateful that they kind of did like an amalgamation of their designs. So
yeah.
So then the final page, if I can get to the final page,
probably too zoomed in.
Right. So then at the final page, we see that Skeletor is talking to Scareglow, and Scareglow agrees to help Megatron against He-Man and stuff. And Skeletor decides to use his magic to give armor to Megatron, like one of the Decepticons' greatest warriors, which happens to be Starscream. Yeah. Oh well.
He's
maybe. Hey,
Sunstorm, right?
I think it's supposed to be green. You know, I'm not. But then now you're bringing up an interesting question. Like, is he going to be green or is he going to be orange?
Why would he be green?
Well, because
Unless you want it to
Scareglow
be
is.
Acid Storm.
I get what you're saying, but like, because the reason why I'm questioning, because like, is he gonna have orange glow in the dark plastic or green glow in the dark plastic?
Oh, that's a good question.
Right. But the point I'm trying to make is that I'm a little surprised by the choice they made for the Starscream amalgamation because I knew it was going to be Starscream. It's just the question is which evil warrior is going to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
And I feel it's a pleasant surprise that it's Scareglow because then that potentially means that he might have glow in the dark plastic as well as
Yeah.
wearing Starscream
Starscream's
armor.
Yeah.
Yes. So honestly, I'm just gonna be honestly. Why am I saying it multiple times? Okay, so in any case, I feel that the He-Man, the good guy side of this crossover, kind of works for me because it feels like it's an amalgamation of both character designs. Whereas with Skeletor and Scareglow, I feel like they're cosplaying as the characters they're based on.
Yeah, I can see.
That's just me.
That. Yeah.
Like, I need to see what Scareglow looks like, but it's just that's what I'm feeling off the top of my, just based on what we're given, because like it literally looks like Starscream with humanoid limbs and a different face, but it still looks like too much like Starscream. So
yeah, it does.
So I really need to see what the figure looks like itself, but so I don't know, Vic. What's your feelings about Scareglow and Starscream?
I feel like it's a good pairing. I feel like it was dumb for them to color it in orange. Looks good.
Right. I think it's a good choice too, because like if he's going to be glowing in a dark plastic, then everybody's going to want him just for that alone.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm a little disappointed that it's probably going to be like 2 characters per wave.
I think it's going to only be 2 characters. I mean, 4 in total.
Yeah, I know.
It's kind of. It's almost
hoping
like
it isn't, but it seems that way.
Right. I mean, like, who would you want to see in this crossover line if it were to continue?
Who would I want to see?
Yes.
Who wouldn't I want to see? Well, first and foremost, Soundwave.
With?
Soundwave. And
I'm asking.
Soundwave on top of that.
But who would he be Motu-nized with?
Let's see. This is Decepticon. It's gonna be Evil Warrior. Ooh, how about a sexy Soundwave? Cross him over with Evelyn.
Okay, well, we'll see.
They're both reliable, hench people.
Right. I would say I would prefer Triclops with Soundwave.
That could work too.
Yeah, but yeah, well, again, we'll see. It's just personally, I think 4 is enough because since this, based on just fan reaction, is extremely polarizing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what happens when things are kind of half-assed.
Right.
Not half-assed, but just not fully fleshed out.
I think, well,
or maybe that's probably not the right word to use, or the right phrase. But it just, I don't know.
Well, I can only assume that maybe there's just too much creative control on certain, I would say, I'm wondering who were the ones who made the decisions for these characters, because there's a part of me that feels like Hasbro kind of made a decision saying that we're promoting, if we're going to do crossovers, we need to promote these characters and no others. So what can you work with the stuff we're giving you? And this is what they came up with.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what I think is happening. So
Yeah. No, that's you're probably right.
so, but in any case, like, let's see, like I was like kind of having fun, just seeing close-ups of these figures and all the little features. Like for
Yeah.
example, like you can't see it here, but like I've noticed that when it comes to Skeletor, he has like a little peg right there, so that he can actually connect his Havoc, this sword weapon with the Havoc staff. So it kind of looks like he's got like a bit of a parrot on his shoulder.
That's kind of cool though.
Yes, and then we got a picture of all the Skeletor and his crossover characters. Because we see Megatron, Megatron Skeletor, Mumra Skeletor, and Shredder Skeletor. And with him, we got, not exactly every version, but it's like this is the closest we're getting to like an amalgamate. Like we got a crossover of all the most popular toy lines between the 80s and 90s, man. So, and we got some stuff on Megatron with Megatron series. And Bumblebee. Yep. Yeah. And Studio Series Bumblebee. So but with that said, I feel like I think I'm agreeing with a lot of people when it comes to the crossover line, that I wish that this crossover line would work with characters that might make more sense. And a lot of people are talking about that when it comes to the choices of Transformers to be crossing over with MotU. A lot of people have been saying, man, this would have been a great opportunity to use the Pretenders.
Yeah.
And with that said, I kind of had some fun in doing like digibashing.
Oh, not you too.
Yeah.
Making bludgeon from freaking Megatron.
Yeah. Oh, but it makes sense. He's got the skull face and everything, man. And he's got the weapon that he's got, you can imply that this gun arm is like the tank portion of the character. And this is a sword. So.
No, boy.
I don't know. It makes sense for me. But that's one digibash I made. Like maybe instead of Megatron, we could just get Bludgeon.
Yeah.
But when it comes to this figure, I think I've mentioned to you off camera that if I can get these figures on sale, because I feel like 32 is too much for these figures. I believe it's 32, 30 like $32.99. So like I feel like there's a little too much for what they're. I feel like the asking price is too much. So like if I can get a sale, I'll probably do like a paint, repaint of this figure into these colors. So that's one lot. That's one figure. And then this is what I would like to have done if we can get that Man-at-Arms that make him repaint them into the classic Pretender Bumblebee. So
yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I would do if I ever get my hands on those figures. So.
Those kind of expensive figures.
Yeah. So again, I'm hoping if I were to get my hands on them, it's totally going to be on sale. So.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so now we've still got time for Transformers.
Yeah. Because speaking of Transformers, as you remember, we spoke about the to activate your alt mode survey, I guess, or
voting, yeah,
and
fan vote.
The fan vote, yeah. So we're at round 3.
Yep, we got C. Well, all we need.
And unfortunately, right now it is at Sea Creature by a huge lead.
Yeah. I'm kind of disappointed in that.
Yeah, me too.
I really want it to be I want Submarine so badly, dude.
But look, there is some support for Submarine, as evidenced by Soul Fury's comment. We need more Submarine Transformers, which I liked.
Yep, we got 25 likes so far. But like I'm trying to stay optimistic and hope we do that. Will by the end of the voting that we get submarine by a landslide or close.
Yeah, that would be nice.
But yeah, man, this is breaking my heart that we may not get our submarine.
Yeah. We got 2 out of 3.
Yep. Yep, we
That's not
did.
bad.
But yeah, but the submarine, that's the thing we've been talking about since when it came to these discussions of what do we want?
Yeah.
I want my dive, man.
I know. I want my dive too. But we have to be patient and hope for the best and expect the worst.
Right. Well, the only thing I could say is that if it's going to be a creature, I'm hoping it's like something we've never seen before.
But then how would we know it's a sea creature if we've never seen it before?
I'm talking about something. Well, when I say something we've never seen before that's been made, is what I'm saying.
I know. I was just.
I know what you're trying to say. Like maybe an octopus. I mean, I don't know, octopus, a dolphin, or maybe I don't know, a mythological creature like a kraken.
That'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
We've had squids,
right,
and an octopus tank in Beast Wars 2nd. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think we've had it. Oh wait, what about what's her name? Face Tentacle.
I don't know. Like I think I know who you're talking about. I just can't collect my thoughts on who you're referring to.
Yeah.
Like I think
the Seacon that was repainted into Scalia.
From God Neptune.
Yeah.
I kind of look at that character as like a kind of like a squid of sorts, or a sea monster, but
right, or like a kraken.
Yep. But yeah, again, like I don't know, a dolphin, Transformer. But then again, that's a fish. But you know what I'm talking about. Like just something. If we're gonna get creature, I at least want something unique. Because if it's gonna be like, I don't know, like a quadruped or a bipedal monster, I'm gonna be like, yeah, we already got one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've got plenty of creatures that are quadrupeds from Beast Wars.
Or bipedal. So.
Or bipedal, yeah. Sorry.
I mean, the only thing I could think of, but I don't know. At the same time, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it could be a manta ray that we can get. So we can get a depth charge out of it. I don't know.
Not a bad idea.
Yep, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I'm very disappointed that everybody wants creature. Like,
yeah.
Boo-hoo.
Maybe they're all like little millennial kids that grew up during Beast Wars. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but
yes.
That is my very, very hot take on that.
But it's just, come on, man, a submarine. We haven't had a submarine since the GoBots and shit.
Hey, we got one in Siege, was it? Yeah. I'm just trying to remember, that's all.
Right. I know what you're talking about. But again, like it's still rare to have a water-based vehicle and a submarine. Great. Yeah. But but rare. That's what I mean to say. Like we didn't get that many as of late. But yeah, but the submarine boohoo. Again, I'm hoping last minute we'll get like one of those situations where you get like the home stretch where we get like it's 30%. Like let me think, like 30% for a sea creature and 31% for submarine. Like that's what I'm hoping for right now.
Yeah. We need a submarine. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes.
We need a submarine. Go out and vote if you're seeing this.
Yeah.
Before the voting ends on the 28th, which is in 2 days from now. They're not gonna see this. I hope you guys voted for submarine.
Right. But here's if it's any I'm hoping that if the designers hear the demand for a submarine, maybe they might do something along the lines where it's a creature, but it you can fan mode a submarine out of that creature. I don't know. I'm just saying, like maybe that the designers could bake in a submarine mode, a triple changer.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm. It's a possibility.
Who knows?
Yeah,
You're
but
absolutely right.
yeah, but that's just those are my thoughts on the voting. Like I voted C. I want to make that clear.
The letter C or
No, SEA. Like,
yeah,
wouldn't it be funny if they categorize all the categories in as letters, and C happens to be the letter C?
It's too much. It's too much.
Yes. But in any case, like, you want to move on to the next topic?
Next topic.
Let's see. Let's give me a second. So you have to activate. So, anyways, DNA Design has been they kind of did an upgrade kit for the Motormaster figure, in where you can make them a combiner. But they released a new version where they repainted it as if the parts are the limbs of the combiner, based on the combiner Motormaster. Oh yeah, my mistake, Metasaur. So like, for example, like these parts are meant to be drag strip. These parts are meant to be breakdown. These other parts are meant to be Wild Rider and Dead End. So, so like, so what we got, man? So like,
Yeah. I think
so yep. And then here we got like the before and after. I mean, well, let me mistake. Like a comparison of what the original release colors were, and here's the colors based on the new one, where it has more of a Metasaur look to it and stuff. So
yeah, this is really cool because it's kind of like the Apex armor for Power Master Prime, but in one set, and then the next set it's the same thing, but like they're kind of meant to emulate the Blockies.
Right, but not only that, but imply that it's more of a Metasaur design character versus it being an upgraded Motormaster.
Yeah, looks pretty cool.
Yeah, man, look at all the stuff you can carry, and like all the accessories and guns and missile launchers. They even found a way to imply that weird shoulder design that Metasaur tends to have.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And I love this. This is just amazing. You can create the backpack into like a mini stand with weapons and stuff. It's amazing, dude.
Yeah, it is. It's weird, but some of these colors, like this, the one to the left of the sword, kind of reminds me a little bit of a vehicle Voltron.
Yeah, it does. But I feel like I'm tempted to buy the set and Motormaster just because like it's another homage to Jarek Day Wyatt's this like legacy and stuff. Especially that Motormaster head.
Yeah. I mean, and that Motormaster head is definitely designed after the drawing that Derek J. Wyatt did.
Right.
So.
Great design.
It's kind of hard to mess it up. Yeah.
Yep. Great design, dude. So. And the other news that they just came in. Let's see. Give me a second. I just gotta look at my notes. So the other stuff that just came in. Oh, by the way, do you still want to show the Cyberworld stuff, or?
Yeah, we're kind of running a little low on time here.
All right, so real quick, if that's the case, let's talk about the new stuff that just came in, which was, let's see. This is, since this is a bit of a late recording, that we just got like a teaser potentially.
Missing Link Ultra Magnus.
Yes.
Nice.
So this is what we got a preview of so far. And I feel like the discussion everyone's having is the price on this figure.
I don't know.
It's a bit of a what if, dude.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, if that's the actual missing link, Ultra Magnus,
Mm-hmm.
you can clearly see one of the smokestacks in the back.
You mean that little nub right there?
Where?
This little nub right there, that's the smokestack?
There?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're thinking that they're going to use the cab from the missing link Optimus Prime?
Possibly, yeah.
So yeah, that Prime, he was like $69.99. So that's probably $69.99 plus who knows how much this trailer is going to cost to create the armor. It's probably going to be at least $200. You know?
Yeah. It might even be more than 2.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with like 250.
Right. Well, I'm talking about the trailer alone will probably be 200. You're saying that it might be 250?
Yeah.
Or are you including the
Ultra
cab?
Magnus. Yeah.
Yeah, it might be 250, 260, maybe 300 at least. Sheesh.
Yeah. For that much, I might as well just get a snake Lair.
Yeah, again. So, but, well, in any case, the thing I'm wondering is how, well, okay, I'm excited to see this design, to see how they're going to implement articulation in that weird frame of the vintage G1 toy. The trailer, I mean, because like that thing was so thin and stuff. Like, how they're gonna, I'm excited to see how they're gonna implement the articulation for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard. It's obviously gonna have some hip joints
Right.
because you can see them bent
Yep.
at the waist.
But
I don't know how much.
this is totally a wait and see, man.
Yeah. Definitely wait and see.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably get powered Magnus down the road.
Oh yeah. They're good. They're gonna milk it for everything it's worth.
Yeah, totally, dude. Any case, that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it for today. So that was fun.
Yeah, we had a lot. We had. I'm just surprised we were able to get all this stuff done.
Yeah. Either way, time will tell. Things will happen, and life goes on over that.
Definitely, dude. But yeah, the Frazetta stuff. Just a recap, man. That Frazetta stuff is going to be so awesome.
Yeah. It's man. I hope it's like $20 though. I'm hoping it's $20. If it's $20,
I hope
I'll
so
get all
too.
3 of them.
I hope so too. But it's a lot. It's a lot of wait and see, dude.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's what's up. Anyway, on that note, I would like to thank all of our viewers and subscribers out there for watching this episode. I hope you had a good time. I know we did. And on that note, I will say like, share, subscribe, and remember, always be excellent to each other. Bye.
Bye.